Now let's look at the four main attributes or characteristics to classify a data source as being big data. To start off, let us conceptualize on big data in a simpler way. Imagine the data you'd like to store is all about Taylor Swift. Every time that you see more information about Taylor Swift, you put it into that one big box labeled TS. Over the time, you realize that there is way too many information on Taylor Swift, and it reached the capacity of that big box. That big box cannot be changed its dimension in terms of its size or its length. The only thing that you can do is to add another box labeled TS2. Then you can fill more information on Taylor Swift into that other box. The problem with this is that the information kept on flowing and there's just too many information. Also very much unorganized because there are many sources of info that can be found on TS. All in all, you will have a hard time to look for the specific information. Therefore, as a solution to the previous problem, you will purchase a shelf labeled TS 1.0 in order to organize each of the incoming data. The top shelf will be books on Taylor Swift. The middle shelf may be her albums. The concept may be too simple to understand on what big data is and its importance. However, it is far too complex. Now let's look at the definition. Big data is important because it enables organizations to gather, to store, to manage, and to manipulate vast amounts of data at the right speed, at the right time, just to gain the right insights. Now let's look at the four main attributes or characteristics to classify a data source as being big data. Number 1. Volume. Volume refers to the size of data. Big data is massive, typically 100s of terabytes or petabytes. However, the big is a relative term depending on the type of data. Storing this volume of data in a data warehouse is extremely expensive. But having more data upon which to run analysis can increase the number of factors to take into account and therefore improve the result. Number 2. Velocity. Velocity refers to the speed at which the data is processed. Big data may arrive quickly in real time, and it can be difficult to make timely decisions as a result. We need more insight and not more data, and the challenge is to provide the right information at the right time with the right degree of accuracy. Number 3. Variety. Variety refers to the different forms of data. Big data has different structures and shapes. It makes it difficult to analyze with traditional database technologies because of their rigid schemas. Number 4. Value. Most big data is low value until rolled up and analyzed, at which point it becomes valuable. In addition, the availability of low-cost open-source solutions and commodity infrastructure is making systems that were previously only available to government agencies and large corporations cost-effective for a broader market.
Some of the areas that are relevant or that can benefit from big data is healthcare. Benefits of big data towards healthcare are: build sustainable healthcare system, collaborate to improve care and outcomes, increase access to healthcare, and gain deeper insights into patients' health. For example, Brunei Darussalam Healthcare Information and Management System, BRU-HIMS, which aim to integrate information and patients' medical history under one patient, one record. Other example used internationally is called Asthma Police, which has created a GPS-enabled tracker that monitors inhaler usage by asthmatics. Financial institutions are also other areas that can benefit from big data. With big data management, it will help banks with market strategies, customer mindset and behavior, product service, able to keep ahead of new trends and needs, identifying fraud, and the list continues, which will lead to customer satisfaction. Other areas that can benefit from big data is businesses. Benefits towards businesses are able to access to vast amount of data, for example, company database, and real-time monitoring and forecasting of occasion that can impact business performance or operation. Example of business using big data is the biotechnology company Genentech.
Getting tired with work? Well, have a break and have a Kit Kat.
Big data pros. By using information in big data, organization can outperform competitors. For example, with big data organization, they can see competitors' new strategies when big data analytics are done properly, in which give the organization one step ahead of its competitors. With big data, real-time fraud can be detected. For example, hacking. By using information provided even before it happened, this can be achieved because with historical data provided, fraudulent can be predicted, especially for banking and financial services. Also, it can improve customer services quality. With historical data, for example, customer complaints data, organization can find out about customers' perception of services quality. In addition, it also enables retailers to deliver unique customers' experience. With big data, retailer can optimize their product price and provide personalized recommendations to each individual customer. Lastly, by using big data, it can help enforcement to predict the movement of future criminal activity. Big data cons: resist to change. Some companies may resist to change and is still using the traditional method or old system, which makes big data not needed in the company. Furthermore, getting the right information can be hard. There are a huge amount of information in big data, in which it can be hard in mapping out and separating the useful information from unnecessary information. Hacking. One of the greatest threats, which is now gaining greater recognition, is the risk of theft of data, which we call as hacking. Moving on, invasion of privacy. Other people can view other people's private information. For example, the recent hacked celebrities' photos. Finally, our last point, misuse of information, for example, identity theft. Some people might misuse those information for their own personal gain, which can make other people suffer.
To recall back, big data is a massive volume of both structured and unstructured data, in which traditional database and software techniques are unable to acquire. Therefore, the significance of big data allows information to be stored, managed, and manipulate huge amount of data. The reason that we need big data depends on what it is applied to and how big data is being used. For example, how it has continuously benefited organization, businesses, healthcare, financial institution, and customer service, in which big data has improved and make faster and even more intelligent operations. However, the issue is that not many people possess the skills that can required in handling well with a huge amount of data. Hence, they are unable to adapt to changes or has limited skills in handling the data. Furthermore, some companies fail to use big data as some do not know how to manage and analyze it to upgrade their understanding and make changes in response to new insights. Thus, if a company has not learned how to fully utilize big data, therefore it becomes no use to them. To sum up, in order for big data to be useful, it is indeed needed, especially in the business world, to have their employee, customers to know how to use big data for the success of the company. It all depends on the user and where big data is relevant and applied to.